Hi, good morning, good afternoon, guys. It is Catherine Birchall at the Life Balance Coach, and this is blog number 2. So as I explained last week, I'm going to be doing my blogs via video, just so that I can connect more with you. You can hear a little bit more about me, and I can explain things to you a little bit better than I can when I'm typing them up. So as I promised last week, my blogs going forward are going to be focused around 3 top tips that can help you create more balance, more wellness, and make you feel better in your mind and in yourself for free. So today is tip number 1. Can't believe it, it's starting already. And I really hope these tips help you. I really want to know that they're helping you, because you might not necessarily want to log into any of my personal coaching or my communities or my group sessions, but you might just want to log on to my blog and get some free content and start taking some small steps to create more balance. So this is all about creating more balance in small, manageable steps, things you can do easily, integrated into your week if you decide you want to make some changes and you decide you want to feel a little bit better. Now, tip number 1 is all about reading. So if you're anything like me, you struggle to read a book. I've never been somebody that's been able to read easily or enjoyed reading, if I'm being honest. I found it always quite a bit of a challenge. And the only time hand on heart, I ever read a book is when I went on holiday, because when I was on the aeroplane, I had nothing else to do. And when I was on the sun lounger in a hot country, I had nothing else to do. So I used to sometimes read for a whole book in a week, and I used to really enjoy it. And I used to come home and I used to say to my husband, oh, I really enjoyed reading that book. I'd love to be able to read, but I just haven't got the time. And that's what I told myself about everything. I used to tell myself I haven't got the time to read, and it's rubbish, because I've just got to make the time to read. Now, I read lots of different types of books now. I read lots of mindset books, positive books, wellness books, health books, personal development, and then I always have a book now on the go that makes me smile. So my book that makes me smile and I love to read is by Jane Green, and it's called Jemima J. It's one of her first books that she ever had out. I love this author, and it's about a woman that is in a bit of a pickle, really, got a bit of a crazy lifestyle, is single and wants to make some changes. So she decides to make some changes, and it's all about how she goes through that transition. So I find it a really inspirational book, and I've probably read it about 9 to 10 times. Now, the trick to helping you to create more balance in your life by reading is to just read 10 pages a day. That's all I recommend you to do, because if you say to yourself, I'm going to sit down every day and I'm going to read, if you're busy like I was busy, it's never going to happen, because other things are going to get in the way. The washing's going to need to be put on, the dinner's going to need to be cooked, the kids are going to need to be taken somewhere, work's going to expect something needing to be in, etc, etc. So it's about finding enough time to read 10 pages. Now, 10 pages takes me about 5, 6, 7 minutes. And I find time for that in pockets of time that I've got. So sometimes as soon as I wake up in the morning, sometimes having a cup of tea at lunch, or maybe just before I go to bed, and I just read those 10 pages. So what basically happens when you take yourself away to read 10 pages of a book that you enjoy, or something that's not to do with your life at all, is you shut off from everything else. So this is why people smoke. So when people smoke, they think, oh, I'm going out for a cigarette because I'm stressed, I need a break, and I need to have a fag, and the fag is going to calm me down. That's not what calms them down. It's the stepping away from the situation, clearing their mind for those 3 to 4 minutes while they're having that cigarette, and then coming back in. This is what reading is going to do for you, because when you read and you engross in a book for 10 pages, your mind clears completely of everything else. You can't think about what you're doing for tea, or what washing's got to be put on, or what that woman said at work, or what you've got to do tomorrow, because all you're focused on for those few minutes is those 10 pages of that book. Because if you ever notice that when you read, you can't really think about anything else. When you're engrossed in a book that you enjoy, you can't think about anything else. And it clears your mind, it relaxes you, your breathing will slow down, and you'll just feel a little bit more calm and a little bit better for taking that time out. And that's what it's about. It's about taking that time out. That's what your mind needs. So my challenge to you from blog number 2, week 2, is to get a book and to try and find time to read 10 pages a day. Carry it around with you if you need to. Put it beside your bed before you go to sleep. Read it before you go to bed. Read it in the morning. Pop it in your handbag. Read it on the bus when you're travelling to work, or the car when you're sat there stuck in traffic. Just literally have that 10 minutes of time for you to clear your mind and get engrossed in something that you love. So that is tip number 1. find a book that you love and read it. Hope that you've got some value out of today's blog. As I said last week, feel free to register on the website for your free content, or if you want to book a mini session with me, if there's something that you maybe want to talk through and have some time with me for free, that's all there available to you. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll speak to you all soon.